Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is 246 News here, and we're going to be doing some reporting on Sydney's lockdown protest, vaccine protest. And so, live on the ground in Sydney is a very good journalist, Chris Coveries. I recommend checking him out. And we're going to go live and have a look at his footage in just a second. And if any press conference come through, we may show some of those as well. It's a live coverage today. We'll bring you what we can. And so let's go live to that now.
I believe that I should have any sort of medical procedure forced on myself to make a living. In fact, there are several laws that protect me and give me rights to be able to work, have a living, freedom of movement, that sort of thing.
A lot of people oppose this kind of movement because they feel that the liberties of the people here being exercised put them in danger and compromise their safety. How do you reach them?
I don't think that you can. I think people pretty much have made their mind up one way or the other, and there's not any point trying to sway anybody or change their mind. That's not really what this is about. It's about being able to live together and find a way to compromise and not
The answer
feel like
that was
we're less of a citizen because we haven't succumbed to a forced medical procedure that we don't want to, that we don't have enough information about. So it's not about changing people's minds. It's about working together and being a community, no matter what. I'm not going to try to change someone's minds.
thanks for your thoughts. Live stream on Discovery.
Oh, I know who you are. Don't worry.
You know who I am?
Of course we do.
I know who I am. Thank you. Oh,
We
cool.
saw you up there before. I'm like, Discovery.
Oh no! Oh God, I'm blushing. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're very well known. Don't worry.
Am I?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, good.
There's a shit of it. So thank you for doing what you do. And
Thank you. Thanks for chatting.
always have a great day.
See you. Bye. Aww. 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 That was lovely. Aww. I love having chats, even if we don't always agree or whatever it is. It's not about agreeing, it's about having a nice chat. Oh, that was lovely. Thanks you too, and thanks for having that chat. How's it going? Can I ask you why you came?
What?
Can I ask you why you came?
No, turn it off, mate.
Let me do it then.
Yeah, don't film me.
All right.
Ask, this, all right?
Not really, but let me do it.
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay, mate.
You ask me first.
There you go. Go back down to here. Crowd's bigger than what it was. Go back to here, and there's more people here now. Joel Jamal is up. Thanks, Jules. If you think I'm doing it wrong, whatever. If you're hoping for these speeches, I'm here to try and ask people why they're here, which is exactly what I'm doing. More dogs. No time to pat the dog. No time to pat the dog. You can get Joel's speeches elsewhere, particularly on Joel's own channel. And everyone else's speeches as well, because there's 1,000 cameras pointing that way. But there aren't 1,000 cameras asking people why they're here. Good day, guys. Do you mind if I ask you why you came? Hello!
How are you? Oh, it is. I don't feel like talking.
You don't feel like talking? Put him in.
I'm not very good.
Put him in. Come on.
No,
You're up. No, you're up.
I don't want to chat.
Come on.
No.
The big chat is going on his chat.
I don't chat. No, speak in English.
Leave them to it. Leave them to it. Okay, we had no speaker to English. Very nice, very nice. looks like the movement's gathering a little bit of momentum again, because this is a lot bigger than last time. It seems to have gone through now getting a second wind. Because for a while there, it turned into a bit of it attracted the wrong crowd, shall I say. It attracted the wrong crowd. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you about your sign?
Sorry?
Can I ask you about your sign?
You can?
Can you tell us about what your sign means?
This is for my kids actually. I did for my kids because I don't want them to be an experiment.
Where did your family grow up? Your parents grew up?
My what do you mean? Sorry?
Where did your parents grow up? In another country? Your
Yes. I'm from Turkey.
Turkey. Which
Yes.
part of Turkey?
Istanbul.
Oh, big city. And you came here and
I came here 14 years ago, and I'm a teacher at the moment. I'm a maths teacher, and I'm not able to work at the moment.
has Erdogan mandated vaccines for teachers in Turkey?
Yes.
He has.
Yes.
And you believe we shouldn't do that here?
Yes.
Surely we can look at what's happened in Turkey and say, isn't that a good thing?
I feel, what can I say? I feel like Australia was, I came here for more freedom, I can say. I stay here for more freedom, but I feel like I should go back to Turkey now. Although there is no freedom there, I feel like more cohesion, more mandates are here. I have my whole family in Turkey. They have more freedom in Turkey now. They are under dictatorship, but they have more freedom than us here in Australia.
But a weaker currency.
I know.
Yeah,
Economy is terrible in Turkey, but I'm not sure about future of Australia.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Thanks for your views. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you.
See you later. Turkey's mandated the vaccine. That's an interesting chat from her. Some more people while they're here. Let's have a look at some more of the comments. I only got approval. How many people are here? More than what they were earlier. About as many as the climate protest yesterday. Here's the thing, standing in the crowd, this is about as many as the climate protest yesterday. I could say more, maybe less. No, I'd say just a bit more than yesterday's climate protest. And the Sydney Morning Herald reported yesterday's climate protest as more than 1,000. I'd say this was a couple more than that. Now, that being said, the estimate of yesterday's climate protest being 1,000 was ridiculous because it wasn't 1,000 there yesterday, and there isn't 1,000 here either. More than 300, and more than 500. I don't know. I'm just going to say more than 300 are here. Okay. I'm going to say more than 300 are here. More than 500. Don't know. More than 300. So there's your official Chris Goverys number count of more than 300.
Right, so what we understand so far is it's
over there, what they think.
not such a big gathering, but there is a gathering of approximately 400 maybe, 300 or 400. And as shown here, apparently there were climate protesters here yesterday. I should know that, but obviously don't and didn't. So anyway,
a very politically active movement this is.
very politically active movement. He said earlier there they must have attracted the wrong crowd, which I don't understand what he means by that. So that I don't exactly understand what that means by they attracted
We are
the
big
wrong
batch
crowd.
of kids and prams. There's kids everywhere.
So there's a lot of kids. Similar side at the Brisbane
And we're back at the
rallies,
edge over here to
but
give you
later
some
they should
perspective
start
of
to
the
mount
rally.
usually
So there's some size of it.
All right. To give you some perspective here, usually at the Brisbane rallies, this is kind of what it's looking like today. Not as many people, but there are a lot of kids, and of course, this is early on in the protest. We're 28 minutes in, so not too early on. But what we usually see then is after the speeches and after their gathering, they then start to march, and the march usually attracts a lot of people. But all right, let's go back to Chris Coveries live on the ground. Seems to be patting a dog. Okay. Sorry, I'll move my laptop there. I've got to make a better thumbnail for the stream.
Have you come to any other? Can we talk on camera? Have you come to any other rallies?
You can talk, yeah, no worries.
Have you been to any other spicy rallies?
I've been to all the ones in Sydney.
Right. And how'd that go?
Oh yeah, good. Had great time. Yeah, most of them.
See any horses?
The big one. I saw the horse. Yeah, I saw all that happen.
Yep.
Sounds like a setup to me. But,
So someone asked what protest? This is a freedom rally, so
yeah, that was
against
great. That was like a
lockdowns,
festival
against
until the
vaccine
end,
mandates.
Cops crowd everybody.
That's the kind of protest that this is here.
Why have you come to today's rally?
I believe there's a lot of issues that we've got to bring to attention. You know what I mean? That is the main thing. There's a lot of issues, not just one.
Yeah.
I think it's
So a lot of issues, as in
widely known about a lot of the issues. Some of them are deep, and some of them are
more than one. So I can't speak on behalf of anyone at this protest, although I have
Thanks for the views,
been
mate.
to one myself. I've seen
A
what
bicyclist
I've
is going
talked
to try and make
people,
his way through.
and from what I understand is that it's vaccine mandates, border closures, everything you wouldn't expect from a free country. That's what it seems to be.
Is this guy seriously going to do this?
Right, so
Is he seriously going to?
someone's riding through the...
This is hilarious. This guy is seriously going to do this.
Acknowledging 250 plus language groups of the original people that lived in this country for thousands and thousands of years. Brothers and sisters, is it a time in history that now we need to stand? Stand for who we are. Stand up for the rights of humans on this planet.
That got me to the middle. Yeah, you find me. Tell us about your hat.
It's a helmet. It's a motorcycle helmet.
Oh,
You're on the bike.
It's a very different start. Why have you come to?
Slowly but surely,
Why have you come to today's protest?
the leaders of the world, the
Well,
leaders
I've
of
come
this
here
country is not
because
listening to you. They are not
I
listening
want
to me.
to see this country quite
We
free.
wanna
You
send
know,
a message.
I've survived all sorts of things. I
We
survived an
wanna send a message.
earthquake that killed
We
10,000
have the
people
answer.
Where was that?
in
Yes,
India.
Lord,
Which
yes,
part?
Lord.
In
Gujarat.
I was in Mumbai at the time,
Mumbai.
and the earthquake woke me up. 10,000 people died there. I was also there when there were terrorist attacks, and I've seen what happens then. They ban things straight up. They started
okay,
banning
guys,
cigarettes, they
we've
started
just
banning everything.
heard that protest about to be...
I don't want this country. I love this place. I don't want to see that here for anyone. I don't want anyone here to get hurt.
Like I said,
And
Terrorism is a stupid game, isn't it?
it's a terrible game. It's a terrible game.
Okay, guys, so we have just heard now that there is going to be the Premier about to do her press conference. So we're going to listen in there. All right. So just an update of what we've seen in the past was yesterday we have seen that there has been one case. All right, now let's have a listen in.
Just let me know when everyone's right. All right. Okay, good morning Queensland and good morning Stafford, and it's great to be at Bunnings today. And of course,
if you have not been vaccinated and one of your local Bunnings is doing vaccinations, there's no better day than today to get vaccinated. So I'm here with the Acting Chief Health Officer and local member for Stafford, Jimmy Sullivan. And it's great to see there's a queue of people behind me over there and they're lining up to get their vaccine. And we've had great response this weekend. But if you haven't had it, there's still plenty of time to come down and get your vaccine. So in good news, we've had 0 community cases and we have 3 cases, one from interstate, and we'll get that flight number out to people, but they're in hotel quarantine. And then we've had 2 new overseas cases, and once again, they're in hotel quarantine as well. There's been 5,826 tests in the last 24 hours, but remember, if you have any symptoms, please come forward and get tested, and it's great to see those testing numbers are still happening. Yesterday, 14,446 vaccines were administered by Queensland Health. Yesterday, 2,622 vaccines were administered through Bunnings at 25 locations. And the great news here is more than 50% were first doses. And what we're seeing on the north side of Brisbane is that they're young people. So that's fantastic. We need our young people to come out and get vaccinated because we know that that's the cohort that we're concerned about at the moment. So we're now at Queensland, 79.34% first dose. Fantastic. We probably are going to hit that 80% first dose around Tuesday. So the more people come out and get vaccinated, the faster we're going to get to these thresholds. And 66.87% of Queenslanders are now fully vaccinated. But of course, we know we need to make sure that as many Queenslanders as possible get vaccinated because this Delta virus will hunt out those that are unvaccinated.
All right, we're just going to leave that there. That's the Premier there. 0 new COVID cases. More people getting vaccinated, apparently. So there we have it. We will go back to the Sydney protest, and that's what we're going to focus back on now. Let's just find... We're going to get in our live footage from Chris Coveries here. He's a great journalist. He is on Facebook and YouTube, currently live streaming on Facebook, and you can check him out. It's just Chris Coveries. He's a great guy. I've talked to him before, and yeah, I highly recommend just going over to his Facebook, following, subscribing to his YouTube channel, and he does great. If you're interested, especially in these protests around Sydney, well, that's what you. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it because he does an incredible stream. Okay, let's see if we can get him back. All right, here we are. By the way, the Aussie Cossack was there yesterday, talking to Chris. That was pretty interesting. All right, we're going to make sure. And by the way, also thank you so much, Chris, for putting out this footage because it's so important, and I can't find a live stream anywhere else. You can see the footage that the mainstream media shows, but you are the only, independent journalist down there from what I can see. So if you guys know any more independent journalists, make sure to add them down, tell me in the comments. But the best independent journalist I can find in Sydney is Chris, and he's incredible. So let's go back and check in with the protest now, see how many people approximately they met. Right, so it looks like they may be building on people. It looks like there's a little over, there is more than 300, but I would have no idea, honestly. We're just seeing it through a 2D picture.
How's your Bitcoin?
Good to see you, man.
Definitely not thousands, so no, it's not what Melbourne was
Hold on,
yesterday.
I gotta change,
Victoria.
guys. I gotta change angle to the real action.
Oh, it's all right. So you can see other people there.
Hey, Joe,
They
good to
seem to be other independent journalists.
I think actually, if
can't
I
find
film your
anyone else
screen, it
live
might be better
streaming.
quality. And it'll be better quality. Yeah, I think it is. No, it's not. It's not.
Interesting.
How do you feel, mate?
Fantastic. Chris, fantastic, mate. This is a wonderful event. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the independent media. You guys always tell the truth. You do the right thing by the people. Love your work. Rebel News, Turning Point, Discovery. Thank you.
See you, mate. Let's go, Brandon. Oh, hold on.
Oh, we're just doing one lap. Just over the bridge. The small bridge, one lap.
Okay, we're staying down on the river.
Oh, yeah, we're not going on the road. No, yeah, like we did last time. Yeah, I spoke to Inspector.
What's your name? Christian. Luke's the legal inspector. What's your name?
Thanks, I sent an email. Spoke to Para 10 and Para 14.
A bit of a police interaction there, but usually there is. However, the police presence doesn't seem to be as big as I would expect, from what I can see anyway. But you can see some police there in the background.
What did the inspector have to say? Tell me, what did the
I
inspector
had
have
some
to
Let's
say?
Go Brandons being
He just
chanted
asked what we were
there.
doing down here, and I told him. I
What
said,
are you doing down here?
we're reclaiming the line. We're just free. We're assembling free. We're standing up for our children. We're standing up for the workers. We don't want any vaccine mandates. We don't want any vaccine passports. We just want to be free, free to live, free to work, free to put food on the table, free to be with our loved ones. That is all. That is all we want.
Thank you, sir. Police were going to stop it.
All right, Australia, let's go. Let's do it, guys.
Alright, so just to leave that there for a second, we'll go back to that in just a second, but also, I also have some good news. I might be a bit late on this, but a COVID Live update here. Darwin and Catherine will emerge from their snap lockdown restrictions. So that is a good thing. Teachers are withdrawing because of the vaccine mandate, and Premier says it's not for him to blame other premiers for border closures. There we go. All right, the people united will never be divided. Here we go.
The police were really good. There are no issues. And here you see
Okay. So, just at that last shot there, you could see quite a lot of people just backing up. So, it certainly looks like there's more people, just 300. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Rain starting to fall. Is this the 1x2 or the 1x1?
X2.
X2. Yep, this is more than 300 now. Plenty more of going. Tell us, what are you carrying? You've got a D850 or D7? No, what is it? 200. That we've talked to. Seen this one before. Yes. See you, mate. Hope someone's lapsing this. Sure hope someone time lapses that. Gotta say, commentary from the reporter. It's a very clever way. Oh, commentary from the reporter. Commentary from the reporter. Tell us about the sign.
Oh, the sign is we are one. We are together, brothers and sisters.
So, what I was saying was commentary from the reporter is it's a very clever move, whoever's organised this, to get them to walk the line, especially out.
Okay,
It's more
so
visually
here,
apparent.
this is... On our left, we have Mario.
They're only going to do one lap, so you got to double time to the front.
And on our right, we also have Chris Covery still doing the stream from there.
Is that yours? One 100, 400. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. With the A7 III.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Give us a rant. Give us a rant. Give us a rant. Come on, give us a rant. Yeah, give us a rant. Go flat out, man. Go flat out.
Did we ever swap details?
Have a bit of a
Drop me a message. Swap details with me. We're on Signal or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know how old I am.
Did you know this protest was happening, mate? Did you know this protest was happening?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why'd you come out today?
They're in our local area. There's like a lot of ridiculousness going around, so I'm for it, you know.
Thank you. We'll get some more challenging questions later on.
This line is endless, points.
I seen you last time. How are you, man?
Mr. Malik, what brings you to this event today?
That's not what I'm here. That's what I'm doing now.
Former current news correspondent Mario Malik. See you later.
So Turning Point has put me to work. Me as in.
All right, gonna get back to the front. Gonna get back to the front because I think this is going to loop around.
Hang on. Yeah, I know. While they stand under the bridge while they're training.
Sorry, mate. You're right. Thank you, sir.
As you can't see just yet.
Yeah, it's going to create a complete line.
Just zoom in here.
All right, I'm gonna get onto that bridge. George from the MCJ report. What brings you here today?
I always come around. You gotta give him a second. It's the same thing.
So it's good to even if it's raining, we still had a good turnout today.
Thank you, sir.
You're on, mate.
I know. We're both on, actually. Hey guys, we're here, proud. We're seeing a lot of awesome people come out to speak. I came here to actually do this as a journalist, but Matt decided to invite me up randomly. That was fun. But it was actually quite great. There were some great speeches. Matt gave an awesome speech. Rebecca gave an awesome speech.
That's Uncle Bruce. That's Uncle Bruce. Yeah, yes, Uncle Bruce
I like
Felder.
Uncle Bruce. It was almost like I have a dream speech. I liked it. And you know, all the Black Lives Matter supporters, they should be out here, you know. What's going on in the Aboriginal communities is very, very discouraging. And I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to cut it out. We're repeating history. But it was also, we heard a
Many different angles. Well, that's right. Yeah. Especially work like
There you go. Hello again. All right, let's get back down. You got a view of just what numbers are like. Is it more than 300? Yes, a few more people did arrive after when I got there. It is, I would say, as many as yesterday's climate protest, which the Sydney Morning Herald reported as more than 1,000. I would also report yesterday's climate change protest as less than 1,000, close to 300 to 500, which are the kind of numbers I'd also describe this protest to be, about 300 to 500. Stick a pin in it and call it 450. There you go. 450 is what I call 1,000. I think. Oh. So we're going to call it 450, 550? Rather than a particular number, we just have that. Might try and clip a quick interview with one of the leaders here when he's not getting mobbed by media. Tamaron 150 to 600.
What's that?
No, Sony G. No, Tamaron 150 to 600. No, Tamaron.
I'm just on a phone.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't tell you specifics.
You're just like, I don't know what I'm doing with this G9.
Yeah.
It's a camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, it's an S1. Yes, sorry, it's an S1.
Yeah.
Joe, you streaming or you got time for chat? You got time for chat?
Yeah, good chat.
Joe, how's your day been? You were speaking earlier. What was the short version of it that you wanted to get across?
First
But it was essentially, Dom Perrottet, you messed up. You really messed up. The people of New South Wales, they're not happy. I don't know how many people are here, but it's quite amazing.
As many as yesterday's climate change protest. As many. Talk to you later, yeah. Joel is very popular. Sorry. Only 3 units here, and the inspector's trying to work out what to do. The inspector's scratching his head because what do you do here? You didn't have a Form 1. You've got 3 on the other side. What do? You got 450 people marching in a circle. They're not occupying roads. What do you do? What do you do? So the inspector just has to kind of wonder and scratch his head and see if he can call some more people in, but by the time they get there, this will all be over. Time for one. Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Never, ever, everyone is still marching. We're across the river. We're our brothers and sisters. Line, doesn't matter. Never underestimate the significance and the importance of what you are doing today. What you will do from here on in. Never, ever doubt yourself. Never, ever listen to this tyrannical government, these psychopaths. Never listen to them again when they tell
I want to ask her about a sign, but can I ask her? Can you hold her sign? And can I ask you about her sign? Or can I just pop around? Because I saw that one earlier and I gave that a good laugh out. Oh, tell us about your sign, please.
Well, we're going on with the Let's Go Brandon theme and just applied it to our wonderful Premier.
Isn't this a expletive slur, a swear word?
Yes, of course it is.
So why aren't you using that word? Why are you using coded language?
Oh, because if you know, you know. People need to know. Maybe people might find out a little bit more about it and look into it.
I'd say that helicopter.
There's a sign just next to it that says, "Let my sister dance." What does that mean?
That we're excluded from our all of our hobbies and interests and all our volunteer work, and at the moment her sister's not allowed to dance in her competition. She's an elite dancer and a national competitor. She's not allowed to dance.
Have you come to any other protests before today?
This is my first one.
Iraq War, Black Lives, any other issue that never?
No, I haven't.
You've never come to. What was it that was the straw that broke the camel's back that you wanted to come here?
Remember, if you're on Telegram, apparently you're a conspiracy
That I'm
theorist.
more awake now.
You're an
Anything else?
This is big. It's a spiritual war. Don't give them your soul.
You incite protest, but that's all that's on Telegram, those kinds of people. Now let's just wait
Let my
for everyone
sister
to
dance.
make their way around. Let's just wait for them
Where's
to
the baby?
It doesn't matter.
It's a baby.
How much it rains, how much it snows.
Unusually would end up on one of these. Normally you're in the city.
Oh no, I go anywhere.
Go anywhere? How's it been? You got the long lens? Did you get some nice down the barrel length?
Well, most of the protests I was right up front, so I'm just getting some photos of people in the distance in the crowd.
But you could get the whole depth of. Too hard. Too hard.
Because they're spread out so much. But earlier on, I got some photos from the bridge looking down, where you can sort of see the whole mass of them. So I don't know how many. How many would you say were here today? About
As many as the climate change protest yesterday.
Yeah.
As many as. Fairfax said it was 1,000. It wasn't 1,000. This isn't 1,000. This is more than 400. It's less than 1,000. Somewhere between the two. 450, 550, 600. I'll get back into it. See you later. I'm going to the back of the queue, guys. There's a queue. The queue is still going. Look at this queue. I'm going to ask people what we're queuing for. Excuse me, hello. What are we queuing for?
We are standing up against the mandatory vaccinations for
But
workers.
why are we in a queue?
Oh, we are.
It's just a traffic jam of people.
Yeah,
There's
we're
so
just
many
walking
people.
slowly. We're the back of the line.
It's a protest against traffic jams?
No,
No,
it's a protest against mandatory vaccination. Yeah.
And why are you against mandatory vaccinations?
We are against it because we believe people should have a choice. They should have bodily autonomy. They should be able to have informed consent when they decide what kind of medical procedure they want to.
It's a human
undertake.
right. Yeah.
People who aren't here say that choice is dangerous and safety is more important than truth or choice.
I want to say, if you swing the pendulum towards safety and that's all you ever think about, you'll never have freedom. And freedom's so important.
And for them, freedom is more important because there are no freedoms for the dead.
What do you mean by that?
The dead cannot enjoy liberties. And they're afraid of ending up dead because of.
But you won't have a life if all you think about is if safety is your number one goal. That life's not worth living. Like, what are you living for?
They'd rather live a more limited life than risk liberties that are better, possibly better safe than sorry.
I mean, that's okay, but again, they'd rather do that and we'd rather not. But it should be just like we should have choice to decide how we live.
We should have freedom of information to be able to work out for ourselves what is actually safe.
That information is seen to be increasingly dangerous because that information could lead people to make dangerous decisions.
The thing that people need is Jesus. Jesus is the only answer to everything. Jesus Christ is Lord. If you're listening to this, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. It's by grace you have been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it is a gift of God, not by works so that no man may boast. People are making the vaccine a God, but I tell you what, it's not God. The only God that's reigning on the throne is the Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
If you don't come to him, you're going to go to hell. You need the Lord Jesus, okay?
Agreed.
100%. Amen.
If I had a mic, I'd give it to you.
Thank you. I get a gold star now. Thank you.
A gold star around the armband. Discoveries, streaming on Discoveries. And I'm going to step forward to... No, all good, no problem. Can I chat to you on camera? I'm live streaming, so it could be dangerous. Ruin your life. Great, I love imperfect conversations. No, you don't have to have... None of us are polys here. We're not PR trained. I just want to hear what you think, even if it's wrong, disinfo, imperfect, human.
Okay, we'll do our best. We'll do our best.
Just be average. Why'd you come today?
Well, I'm a teacher, and Friday was the deadline for me giving my evidence about the situation, and so basically, if I don't do anything, I'm out of a job anyway.
Is your job really more important than your liberty?
Not at all. My job's really, really important to me, but so is my body, and so if I have to choose, I think I have to choose my body really, because I mean, my health and my body, well, you know, that's the most important thing, isn't it? That's who I am. So,
A lot of being a teacher, you're exposed to children, and their parents are concerned by the risk you bring them with your liberties, the potential risk.
I can imagine, I can see because they don't understand, but the vax are just as hazardous to the children as I could be. If any of us are infectious, we're dangerous to the kids. I'm worried because they're trying to roll it out to the kids. I'm worried what's going to happen to the kids. And I might not have been here, except that I've already potentially lost my job, but I'm worried that if I don't stand up, who's going to stand up for the kids? If it doesn't stop here, it's going to roll out to the kids.
I do. No, you're out of battery. Give me just 1 second while... Sorry about this. Give me 1 second to pull out. I came...
The ABC wouldn't treat you like this.
No.
They tell you how to answer the questions.
I am going to give you the shirt off my back.
Thank you.
Have
you got the choppers?
Oh, you want the shirt and the cable off my back?
Yeah. It's not,
Don't lose the cable.
Don't lose the cable.
the interest cable.
I do the same for the AB. No, I wouldn't. Actually, I tried to speak.
Mainstream media, no, they wouldn't give nothing to us.
I
Give
try-
them nothing.
I tried to speak to the ABC guys once, and they literally elbowed me out of the way. I was chasing one of them, and I was like, "Hey guys, for ABC," and they were getting hassled by some of the protesters. I was like, "Guys, how is it?" The camera guy carrying his thing, he literally elbow charged me out of the way.
Yeah.
I fell onto like a fence pole to the side, and I was just like, "What the?"
They don't like us independents.
Enjoy the battery, mate. And
Okay, cheers. Thank you.
if the ABC journalists are friendly to me, I'd give them the battery off my own back
Oh,
too.
exactly who he is. Oh,
He's not from the ABC, he's from MCJ.
well, that's even better.
There's a bit of a difference.
It is. And the thing is, we've all got different angles and opinions and different audiences.
Yeah.
I would say the important part is courtesy.
Yeah.
Courtesy.
Well, what's the point if we haven't got courtesy? That's what's worrying me at the moment as well. We're kind of losing kindness. What I've noticed since Freedom Day is people have been more and more unkind to me because I'm not in the same boat as them.
Even yesterday, I was with Ozzy Cossack when he met Avi Yemeni. Ozzy Cossack was wonderful, and I asked him difficult questions. I asked Ozzy some difficult questions, and I said, why are you really doing this? What's your agenda? What's the deal with your links to Russian mafia? And these are questions that he needs to answer. News reporting is not fan service. But when I tried to ask Avi Yemeni, he was like, no, don't have the time. No, got to go. And I was like, even 2 seconds, one question. No, sorry, mate. And then he asked me to cut the live stream. And I was like, because of a reason that, and I was just surprised by it.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh,
It's live.
maybe he doesn't know where it's going.
He didn't know who I was, but
And if I can make one more comment about the ABC, I'm very depressed because I actually used to listen to them a lot and believe what they said. And now I think they should be done for advertising. ABC, you're not allowed to advertise, so stop it.
thanks for your views. I'm going to jog on.
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye. All right. Yesterday I was asking the greenies about nuclear power. Do you want to have a chat?
Sure. Hello.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
What does it say?
It says many things.
Tell us about what it
This
says.
is the most important thing, is that I'm a teacher and I've been sacked.
There's a lot of teachers here today.
There are. In fact, I've been sacked twice from 2 jobs. So that's my claim to fame. So I'm currently employed and just here to show support for the elimination of...
Maybe now we're teaching from home. We don't need teachers anymore.
Perhaps it can just be a beautiful AI sort of
AI
world, the
teachers?
metaverse. Yeah,
We'll just learn in the metaverse.
That's a good idea, actually. We'll have children jabbed,
Yes.
preferably every 3 months.
You know how we outsource everything to China?
Yeah, just do that. Get them to teach our kids.
Why can't we learn the Chinese system?
Yeah, we'll just jab the kids and put them in a room with a little TV and a teacher from China. I think that's a great idea. And we'll call
Did
it
you
the
hear about the
metaverse.
real estate agent who got sacked because he wanted to buy Australian made? Because he was like, this gym equipment here, it's Chinese made. Does anyone know any Australian made equipment? And he got sacked for it. He was a partner too.
Wow.
So that's the answer. I think the answer is move to China and then teach Australian kids.
A good idea. Yeah, I think that's a very good idea.
No, moving on from that, if I can ask you some more difficult questions, if I may.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who are concerned about safety for their kids.
Yes.
I mean, that's why we have the mandate entirely, because they're concerned about the safety of their kids getting COVID and passing it on to them or their grandparents.
Children as a cohort, like
But they
0
do
to
pass it
12,
on, is
they
what
may pass it on, but they're not at great risk.
and the concern is then passing it on to someone who is at risk.
Yes.
And that's their concern. So they're concerned about the risk you bring to the kids, passing it on to the parents, passing it on to the grandparents, and they feel your liberties put them in danger.
It's absolute, like, if you think about it, the statistics for COVID are ridiculously low in terms of mortality. The World Health Order website itself says that it's a mild. There are a majority of people who have a mild effect.
Rather than medical information, which there's all kinds of debate around and questions around that, what about instead trying to reach out to the people? Because rather than looking to the governments or the health organizations, the people themselves in other suburbs are concerned about the risks that these liberties will bring. How would you reach the individuals?
Why are they suddenly? I mean, these liberties. These are the liberties that our grandparents fought for. Why are these liberties suddenly so frightening? This disease is, in my opinion, totally hyped up. It's not a real threat.
From their point of view, they vote.
Who's they?
People who support the mandate, of which there are. We wouldn't have the
Well,
mandates if no one supported them.
No, the only people that are supporting the mandate genuinely are the government. Your average Australian does not support the mandate. They don't. They're just frightened.
And that fear gets people to vote.
But what they're fearing is losing their job.
They are.
That is the real fear. They're not afraid of COVID. And it's a top-down movement where everybody, principals, business owners, they don't want to do this to their staff, but they are being forced to, and they're just towing the line because they're fearful.
Last word before I jog on?
Yep.
Go. Give me your last word before I jog on.
My last word is freedom.
Freedom.
We need it. It's ours. We're born with it.
Streaming on Chris Discoveries. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I will. Do you think I can pass through, sir? Excuse me, sir. Do you think I can pass through? Thank you. Thank you so much. Think I can pass through?
Oh,
thank you. Hey, hey, fine. SLSO. Excuse me. Can you tell me what an SLSO is?
School Learning Support Officer.
And you're concerned about the vaccine mandate today.
Yes, I am.
Can I ask you difficult questions?
Sure.
Why are you concerned about the mandate?
Because it should be freedom of choice.
What about people who are concerned about your choices?
That's their problem.
But they feel that you're going to bring them risk and danger.
How do I know they won't bring me danger?
Well, they might, but they feel safer if you get jabbed.
That's right. And I feel safer not getting jabbed.
A tough one. How do you find a compromise between these rocks and hard places?
And the jab mandates.
Yeah, and the mandate. Anything else?
No.
See you.
Chris.
How's everybody doing? Thank you. I will. I'm going to jog on at the end, though. I will just tuck them in then. I'm guessing you've watched my streams before?
Yes. My friend.
What do you reckon?
What do I reckon about what?
My streams in general.
Very good.
A lot of people.
Very good.
At yesterday's climate rally, I got called a fascist 7 times. What do you reckon about my fascism?
I don't even know what fascism is.
Everything now. No. And denying fascism is absolutely.
I'm neither left, I'm neither the right. I'm just me. I worry about my kids, and when they come for the kids,
yeah.
Let's see. There's the question I'd like to ask is, if there's so many nurses being removed from hospitals because they don't want the jab, then there's a question to be asked and a question to be answered.
Questions.
They know the truth, mate. They know the truth.
A lot of people feel that asking too many questions slows down the safety response to a dangerous pandemic. Isn't it easier if we just let the people in charge make the decisions quickly in a kind of a time of crisis or war?
How can you trust the people in charge?
Or the people put them in charge at the last election. And if we can't trust them, who can we trust?
At the moment, no one.
Can't trust anyone. We have to trust someone.
I don't trust the government. I certainly don't trust the pharmaceutical industry.
But if not the government, then your media sources, who do you tend to watch to on a...
Not mainstream, that's for sure. I'll watch you.
Oh, God.
Independence.
You got to research, you got to think.
Are you snookering me?
And yes,
I just got snookered.
And here's a question, or here's something I'll actually say.
Please.
If I'm wrong,
yep,
I can go and have the jab. But if those that have had the jab are wrong, what are they going to do?
That's an odd conversation from people that mention about dosing drugs. You can always dose more, you can never dose less.
Exactly right. And what happens if they make a mistake like they have done?
You can't undo.
You can't undo it, can you?
Yes, yeah.
That's my main question. I don't trust the pharmaceuticals at all. I don't use them. I don't even take Panadol. I've had 2 back operations. I've put me back out in the last couple of days. I don't use it.
Sorry to hear, mate.
I've got surgery, I've got scars. I use hemp cream. I take a bit of CBD oil.
Yeah. Wait, can you get that in a...
I get that here in Australia.
But
legally?
Yes.
Yep.
Legally?
Yep.
Oh, great. Yeah, good.
You can do it legally. Then I don't use pharmaceuticals. I haven't, I guess, used pharmaceuticals, and they didn't do me any good for the injury.
Huge opioid pandemic happening in the US.
That's everywhere.
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 Yeah.
That's completely everywhere. To me, you see a lot of things about the pharmaceutical industry. People talk out and they disappear.
It can't be just coincidence. And you can't be called a conspiracy theorist because, there's questions that can be asked and there's questions to be answered. And this thing that everyone's a conspiracy theorist against the jab or against COVID or whatever you want to call it, we've all got questions. Unfortunately, people don't think anymore. And if you do think...
If there's anything we learned from Comrade Stalin, questions are dangerous. Loose lips sink ships. You snookered me though, mate. You really did snooker me with that one. I'm going to jog on with that one.
Which one's that?
Early on, you snookered me in my line of questioning. I didn't have anywhere to go. You got me. No, earlier, bad dosing, you got me. Well done. Well said.
There's nowhere else to go from that, is there?
No, I didn't.
Okay, guys, that's all there. We've been live streaming for about an hour, and I want to get your thoughts on it. You can leave your thoughts in the live chat, or you can also go to your say at 246news.com.au to let me know your thoughts there. You can also let me know in the comments, or if you're watching right now, please leave your thoughts in the live chat. I would like to know what you think. Also, what you think of the Queensland Premier and what we heard today. I would also like to say a big shout out and a big thank you to Chris Coveries. He is in my view, a very good journalist, and he is from Sydney. I don't see too many independent journalists in that sense. Like, I can't find anyone live streaming. You see the mainstream media, you see their footage after it comes out, but you never really see. He's the only live stream that I could actually find until Mario Malik started live streaming on Instagram. Now, I must say, thank you very much, Chris Coveries, for bringing that to us. And I would like to say one more thing. Firstly, please, you'll say at 246news.com.au. It is so important that your views are heard. And if you want to jump on 246 News as a guest, and if anyone wants to share their opinions on here, please reach out. You'll say at 246news.com.au. Or if you just want to keep anonymous, you can do that as well. Also, Chris was amazing there. But if you think you're in Sydney or you want to contribute to 246 News, please go to 246news.com.au/contribute if you would like to contribute to our media organisation here. Paid positions don't seem to be available at the moment, are not currently available. But of course, if you host a permanent or even a temporary show, you have all rights to that video, and any monetization made on it, you will be given. Any donations on your page will be given. Of course, you can volunteer as a correspondent or reporter, especially in Sydney, if anyone out there thinks that they are able to do that. Or you can appear as a guest here on 246 News. You can write for us. If you can be a production assistant, that would be helpful. So anyone with any skills, if you want to do anything or contribute to us here at 246 News, please make sure you go to 246news.com.au/contribute, and also always remember to let me know your thoughts. Email us your say, or you can go 246news.com.au/your say, or let me know in the comments. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I have got nothing currently in the live chat here at the moment. Nothing is coming into me yet. So yeah, we have 4 live viewers currently. We've been live streaming for over an hour approximately. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to go now. Thank you.